guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday and Sebastian and I are on our way to church. As you can see, Brandon is not with us today, and that is because, actually I don't even think I've mentioned it on here, but training camp started for the Falcons, and so Brandon has to alternate nights that he has to stay there with the players. So basically every other night since last week he hasn't been home, and I'm not even gonna lie, it's been hard. Like, I wake up every day and tend to Bash and tend to the house and tend a little bit to myself, and then in the evenings Brandon comes home and kind of takes over with the baby, and I haven't had that every single night, and it's just a little bit of an adjustment. I'm not complaining in any way, but it's just a little bit hard. And so I know it's just only getting me ready for the season, because once the season starts he's going to be gone for like several days in a row, you know, at a time. So it's not my first season with the baby, but last year it was a lot easier. My mom was helping me and Bash was a newborn. So when I was on the fritz last year with postpartum, my mom was there to help me in the evenings and stuff with Bash. But now I'm good up here, or by up here I mean mentally, but Bash will be about a year old when that happens. Anyway, we are on our way to church, and then after church I need to run to the store, and then I guess we'll see where the day takes us, because I don't have a lot planned today, and I also think it's going to rain at some point today, so I'm not really trying to get caught outside in that. Did you have fun at church today? Did they teach you about Jesus? Did you sing some baby songs? Did you have fun? Yeah, you tired? We gotta stop at the store, and then we're gonna go home and take a long nap. Yep. Thank you. Perfect, thank you. I just stopped by Starbucks and grabbed the mango dragon fruit. They haven't had it at my Starbucks for 2 or 3 weeks now, so I'm glad it's back, because I was absolutely parched as I was leaving church today, and this will get me through until we can get home and I can drink some water. Alright guys, so we are back from church and the store. I did not show us in the grocery store because it was like I was basically in a full sprint trying to get in and out so that Bash didn't lose it. He has not napped since his morning nap earlier this morning, and I raced home so that he could eat after church, well, after the store, and all the groceries are still out over here. Once I get him down, I will explain to you why like I'm so frazzled, but it's just been a long week. I mean, I kind of went into it this morning, I guess, on the way to church, but either way, I'm just gonna feed him really quick, get him down, put these groceries away, and then like start to like come down, because I am like at a 10 right now as far as like being spread too thin. I just put all the groceries away, and I had a second because Bash was pretty chill, and I wanted to show you guys these. I've honestly been waiting for the day when I have a child who can eat these. I don't know why. I just think these are so cute, and he is loving it. And I broke it into pieces for him since, you know, he's still learning with the food. He seems to love it. I think Uncrustables are like an easy way for them to eat, and he's had other things too today, but I just wanted to test this out for him. I just bought them. And peanut butter is something that he has had before. This is not anything new for him. Like an Uncrustable is something new for him, but he has eaten peanut butter before. We know that there is no allergy there, so I am not worried about giving these to him. If anyone is wondering, yes, he has had peanut butter before. Oh, don't rub your eyes, Bubby. I know you're sleepy. As soon as you eat, we're going down for a bed. It's nap time. Oh. Yeah, that's so tasty. So it's been a couple hours since I've been on here, and Bash is just waking up from his nap, and I'm about to go up there and get him. But before I do, I wanted to show you guys this because I think it's so cool. So, I mean, at weddings, a lot of times people do like, I don't know, ropes or like unity sand or whatever. Either way, Brennan and I did unity sand, and we kept it in our old apartment together. But at the wedding, they filled up little containers that were like pretty and elegant looking, full of sand. But when we poured it into the container, it didn't fill to the top because the containers that they were in weren't big enough. So at the wedding, there was just like this much sand in the entire container, and I'm about to show it to you right now. So this is the container, and we use this for our sand ceremony, and this piece actually comes out. I need to clean it off because there's fingerprints all over it, but I had it etched before the wedding, and it has our name and our wedding date on it. And inside, I had to just spend the last like 30 minutes duct taping the inside down because in the old apartment, if we sat it down, sand would like come out of the bottom and all over whatever it was sitting on. And I was like, oh no, we can't have that. But the whole reason why I did that tonight was because Brennan's been away and I want to have a date night tonight. So I figured we could refill the sand container, and I think that this will be enough. It's only missing the little bit that we used for the wedding, so there is a good chance that we may not fill it to the top, but I thought that this would just be a fun little activity that the two of us could do, and it's like a surprise for him because he doesn't know I want to do this, and it'll just be like a little date night activity that we can do together. I thought that that would be sweet. And now, because I taped the all the edges sealed in the inside, you won't be able to see it once the sand's inside, but it won't leak all over the house, and then we can display it somewhere. The only thing, and I don't know, I may still go buy another one. The only thing, because this one seems just so defective, but this also doesn't close, like it doesn't stay closed. It has a little lip right here. I don't know if you can see that, but where you can just like open it really easily and spill it. Like there's no seal or anything that goes across here to keep the sand from falling out. So I think for the activity it'll be fun, but I eventually will get something a little bit nicer. I don't even know where I ordered this from. Is that better? Why were you crying so hard? Were you a little hungry still? Poor baby. Oh my gosh, it was so sad. When I went up to his nursery to get him out, he was crying so hard. I think he just wanted out, but poor thing, he never cries like that, so it made me really sad. I've been watching him like a hawk because last night before he went to bed, he had like a little like rash on his cheeks, and I was like, what is this? And I started to panic because one, Brandon wasn't home, so it's not like anyone was here to help, but he never gets like a rash ever, and as far as I know, he doesn't have any food allergies that and if he does, we haven't discovered them. But I started to freak out. He wasn't like losing breath or anything like that. He was actually acting totally normal. He didn't have a fever or anything, but he just had like a little red rash break out on his cheeks and a little on his forehead, and I was racking my brain for what it could have been. But everything that he ate last night for dinner was things that he had been having since we started on table foods, and it was, I mean, nothing changed. No lotions changed, no foods changed. I don't know if it was something on me and maybe he rubbed his face against me, but I haven't changed anything lately. Nothing. And then he woke up this morning and was completely fine. His cheeks look okay though right now, so I don't know. Every time he eats something, I've been checking, but all he had last night was black beans, corn, chicken, and a little bit of cheese, which he's had all of those things before, so I don't know, but so far so good today. And yeah, say I'm okay. You guys, while he's taking this bottle, I'm just going to take a moment to just tell you how frazzled I have been. Like seriously, I don't know what is wrong with me, but probably for like 5 days now, I have just been in the worst mood, and not like in an angry, like yelling at people type of mood, but just I feel down or like something's off with me, and I don't know why. Like, I know I'm overwhelmed right now, and I think that that has a lot to do with how I feel, but I know that something's off, and it's not like to the like anything like where I need to be seeing anyone or go talk to someone about it, but I think that I just have a lot on my plate now between getting used to the fact that Brennan's traveling now and I'm not going to always have someone here to help me, which I know there's moms out there with 2 children who do it all by themselves, and I'm not trying to complain like I said earlier, but I think that going from having someone there every day to not having someone there is a lot, especially when your day job is to care for your baby and then you have no time to yourself because your partner isn't there. And I think that I'm struggling with that a little bit. Also, you know, just day-to-day maintenance on the house and making sure that things stay clean and don't get out of order, and you know, that is already a job in itself. And then also between YouTube and my deadlines for companies and things that I'm working with right now, and I like to stay ahead of deadlines, like so that I don't ever like ruin my relationship with the brands I'm working with. So I think I overdid it to myself by making sure that all of these things are done by a certain date, which is long before the deadline is due, but just trying to get it all done ahead of time. And I think I'm like overexerting myself. And then also on top of all that, planning Bash's birthday party and doing all the things that I need to do to get that together so that it's fun and a good time. And I think I'm just like stressing myself out a little bit. And I also have not had any time, because Brandon hasn't really been here, to decompress. And I think that there's not really been any time in about a week now that I've just been able to do something for myself. I just think like I need a chance to like be by myself or just not be in mommy mode. And I don't know, I feel like I'm disappearing, and because I'm just so busy with other things and I haven't taken time to handle myself. So pity party over. Brandon is coming home tonight. He will just be here for a couple hours in the evening, and then we go to bed, and then he has to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to leave again. But anything is better than nothing, and we are going to have a date night tonight, and I'm excited about that. What are you doing, babe? You're okay. You're okay. He bumped his chin. Poor baby. You're okay. Aww. Let's clean up the playroom. You're fine. I feel like you're milking it now. Can we clean up the playroom? Daddy's gonna be here in just a few minutes. And we gotta go do some other things before he gets here. You getting tired? So just before I started cleaning, I went ahead and changed my clothes. This is what I'm gonna wear tonight during date night because it is an at-home date. So it is just like a nice thermal and some leggings, and I'm probably gonna wear jewelry and like do my makeup over again or something, I don't know. I'm about to give Bash some dinner. It is 6:15, so it's right around that time. Brandon should be home soon. I thought he would have been home by now, but I guess not. And overall, I finished cleaning the kitchen up. There's still a few things out, but it doesn't look like a bomb went off like it did about 15 minutes ago. Tonight, Bash is having some baby pasta and some green beans. This is the first time he's had this pasta before, so we're gonna try this out and see how he feels about it. And then I'm also gonna cut up some banana for him as well. And he is watching Moana right now because it's just been one of those days and I just don't even care. I think I hear Brandon coming through the door, yay! Bashy, Daddy's home.
Can I have a pasta kiss?
How was work? We missed you.
I missed you.
He's killing this pasta. Obsessed. I had to mix the green beans with it because he wouldn't touch them. All he wanted was the pasta. So how much longer are we going to have to do this every other night you're home for a couple hours?
Can't remember the exact, but it ends like at the end of next week. And then I gotta get ready for my first trip.
When's your first trip?
Yeah, my next trip is in a couple weeks. Then luckily I'll be home after that for a week, and then to Jacksonville.
And then the season starts and you leave us all the time. This is gonna be so hard. This is gonna be the first, well, it's not my first season, like I said earlier today with Bash. It's my second season with Bash, but it's the first season where he actually is like high maintenance. Because I feel like as a newborn, like babies are low maintenance, and I was probably more high maintenance than anything because I was so postpartum. But now he is going to be, you know, by the time the season gets rolling, he'll be walking, and it's just going to be a lot. So it's been like a rough transition, I feel like, already, and it's only been a couple days. But this is what we signed up for. I knew that this was a part of his job description when they approached him to do this type of position, and I was 100% behind him because I know it's just good for our family. It's just hard. But, I mean, it comes with a lot of perks. I can't complain. He's doing this job, and we went to a Super Bowl. What's wrong, baby? Like I said, we went to a Super Bowl, and I got to go along, and just the other perks and trips and things like that that come with being married to someone who works in the NFL. Like, we went to London and a couple years ago, and I'm just looking forward to all the things that this awesome job has, you know, offered him and our family. But it is hard, and I'm not gonna lie, pro football is a 24/7 job for wives as well. So anyway, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but his face is starting to turn red, like that rash again that I was telling y'all about earlier. I don't know if he'll look up to let me see it, but I can kind of see by his eye. And this is what happened last night, and I don't know what it is. There's nothing that he's eating that he hasn't had before. Nothing is different, but for some reason, for the last 2 nights, this rash keeps popping up around his face, and I'm just like, I don't know what it is. All right, well, I just had a mild freak out / breakdown where I was crying over this whole thing with Bash. I'm not really sure what it is. It seems to have gone down. His face isn't red anymore. It has a little bit of bumps on it, but for a second there, it was like super red and bumpy, like he had an allergic reaction. But if you could see his face right now, it doesn't look red or puffy. He has a little bit of bumps, but nothing, look at that mouth, but nothing crazy. Like, it was really swollen and puffy right here for a second, and now it's all gone. So I don't know, it's not perfect, but it's not anything like what it was a couple minutes ago in the bathtub. At this point, this is just like the cherry on top of like a stressful and frazzling like week for me. I am going to go ahead and end the vlog now. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, I need to get this all like sorted out. So anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. I love you all so, so much. Thank you for your support and being so sweet to me and my family. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure you turn your notification bell on, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.